Okay, students, we're still busy with tenses. And the last time we were together, I took a present tense, two present tense sentences, and we had a look at how to put them into the past tense as well as into the future tense. Today, we're going to look at what if they only give you the past tense and they perhaps expect you to put it into the present tense and the future tense. And it doesn't really it sounds crazy, but it's really not that difficult. So remember, I gave you a process. If you follow the process, you can do this. So let's have a look. I'm going to again go back to my Jamboard and just double check and open that for you and have a look at what there is. So I've already written the two sentences here, again, top to bottom. Sorry about that. It's just that I don't have space to put them, horizontally. So what I'm going to do is let's start with this sentence, and I'm going to first read it for you in Afrikaans, and then I'll translate it as it stands there, although it's not the correct sentence order. So let's have a look. Die seuns het gister sokker gespeel. All right. The boys played soccer yesterday. So you can see it's all messed up, but remember, we still have a process to follow. So if you understand the process, you'll know that this one, both of these would be the subject, and that's a verb, and the bottom ones both are also verbs. And this one is your travel word, remember, the time traveler, and finally, this one would be your object in this sentence. All right. So remember we said SVTO, and sometimes when you add that one, there's a V at the end again. So it's SVTO. If you remember that, you'll be 100% fine. So let's have a look and see how does it work if we throw these sentences into the time traveling machine. So I'm starting with the first one. We'll do the second one a bit later. So die seuns. Okay. Now, remember het can't go there. So het needs to stay behind. But what happened? Het kicked speel right to the end. So speel says, yippee, I can go back to my normal place. Gister can't go past there. Oopsie daisy. So it needs to be changed to vandag. And there we go. We don't need the GE, the G, because you don't need a crash helmet if you're in the present tense. So let's read the sentence. Die seuns speel vandag sokker. Great. And can you see? Subject, verb, tense, object. Precisely the way you need it. Okay, so we've done that one. Let's go and write it in. Die seuns speel vandag sokker. So here we go. We're just writing there. Die seuns speel vandag sokker. All right. So let's look at the next one. All right. So let's read it in Afrikaans. Die meisie het gister rond gehardloop. Now, you'll notice if you are good in Afrikaans that actually rond gehardloop should be one word. But for this, I don't want to confuse you because you do get some verbs that you sometimes can split. In this case, we're still going to see the rond as an object. So let me just translate it. The girl ran around yesterday. All right, that's what it is. The girl ran around yesterday. All right, so let's see. We're going to transport them. The time machine starts and the girls go. Die meisie. Het wants to go, but he can't. So I'm sending him back to where he comes from. Rond gets very, very happy. Not rond, sorry. The verb gets very happy because now he can go back to his normal place. He gives back his crash helmet. And then gister wants to go, but he can't. So gister has to move away because vandag takes over. And rond goes in there. Ooh, I took the wrong vandag. So let's put that vandag back and put that vandag in so that we can see both of the sentences. Die meisie hardloop vandag rond. Okay, there you go. You did it. So I'm going to just write that one in as well. Die meisie Wat het ek geskryf? Sorry, let me just see. Die meisie hardloop vandag rond. I was right. Hardloop vandag rond. There we go. All right. So we've done the present tense. So we had one in the past tense, we did it in the present tense. Now we need to do and take this sentence and put it into the future tense. But I'm going to pause and actually take one of these sentences back into the past tense because I want to show you that it's actually very easy if you take the past tense ones and do it straight into the future tense one. So give me a moment and I'm going to quickly do that. Okay, I'm back. So if you have a look here, we have two sentences now. One that's in the past tense and one that's in the present tense. So remember, we're exercising here together. So let's have a look. If you take this sentence and you have to put it into the future tense, it's actually quite easy. So let's have a look. Die seuns runs over to the future. They're very happy. Het wants to go but can't. So het needs to stay behind, but in het's place comes sal. Gister can't go through. Remember, he's bound to be always in the past, but môre is there. And there's soccer and speel. And you don't need a crash helmet in the future, so we just put that one away. So let's read the sentence. It says, die seuns sal môre soccer speel. How easy is that, hey? Very easy. Okay. And if you want to have a look, it's still SVTOV. All right, so let's take the next one. Die meisie hardloop vandag rond. So remember that once they travel from the past or from the present to the past or the future, there's always a jealous somebody, okay? So let's have a look. Die meisie. I'm going to just move môre away a bit. Die meisie hardloop. Now remember, the moment a verb comes in, somebody gets jealous, and that's Sol. And Sol says, go away, I want to be with the girl. And hardloop has to go to the end. All right. Vandag can't go through, becomes môre. And rond just goes through like that. So let's have a look at the sentence. Die meisie sal môre rondhardloop. And you did it. So let's have a look and let's write both of these down. First one, die seuns sal, I forgot môre. Môre soccer speel. And the next one, die meisie sal môre rondhardloop. So let's quickly do both of them. Okay. Die seuns sal môre soccer speel. And die meisie sal môre. Oopsie daisy. It doesn't want to give me that one. Môre rondhardloop. Now, again, remember what I said. If you know Afrikaans, this should actually be one word, but I'm going to leave it like this. Otherwise, I'm going to confuse you, and I don't want that. Okay, so we're done taking something that was in the past tense and putting it either into the future tense or in the past tense. Next, we're going to look at something that they give to you only in the future tense, and you have to put it in the past tense and the present tense. See you in the next video.